Greetings to my team of 144 and all Starseed Lightworkers and Wayshowers. Today is 430-2019. Hope you're having a beautiful and blessed day, beloved beings of light. The energies have been very intense. I did a 40-minute transmission last night that I recorded, and there was in the background many interference sounds that the voice was inaudible. So I'm going to try to recreate. Due to time constraints, I can't do the full transmission, but I'll do my best here. I was talking about trying to clarify a few things, and then reading the latest transmission from the Pleiadians through Michael Love. So one of the things is this concept of taking life too seriously. That this simulation, this resonance, this illusion that we call the world can be intense at times. That's why we don't want to take anything too seriously. Being too serious means it's too much fire. It's what causes stress. And the Buddha said life is impermanent. All things are impermanent. Anything that's changing is impermanent. Only that which is real is eternal, which is love, truth, your true self, your highest self, God, the light. The still white magnetic light at the center of all things, what we call pure awareness. Everything that moves around that still center is illusion and impermanent. One of the most powerful heyokas with the Native Americans is the clown heyoka. That is what I tap into when people are too stressed, because joy and bliss is the most powerful medicine. Laughter is the most powerful medicine. And being serious causes attachment to the many things. We're releasing all attachments. Now, I'm not saying that your suffering wasn't important, or that the suffering is something to be ridiculed or put down. What I'm saying is that we need to tap into that joy. We need to let go of that which causes conflict, that which causes suffering, which it's the thoughts in the mind, the things that are holding on to the past, the things that worry about the future, the thoughts that come into the mind. And if you've ever read Carlos Castaneda's books about his shaman teacher, Don Juan Matu, the Nawal, he would talk about how the world is manifest in the duality and the conflict by our internal dialogue. So one of his books was called The Power of Silence, which, silencing the mind, stilling the mind, you become one with the pure awareness, and the world disappears. You become one with all things. There is no longer any conflict. Now people sometimes go into fear and think, well, then that silence and that nothingness, then I won't exist. But you always exist, no matter if you think or don't think. Even without the six senses, they are emptiness. Your pure awareness still exists. It is eternal. There is no fear. So part of the power of meditation is to go into that stillness, to merge your mind with that emptiness, that stillness, that still white magnetic light at the center of your being, so you can release and let go of the suffering. A wise person once said that it's not the snake bite that kills you, it's the poison that runs through your veins. So the bad things that happen, that's like the bite, and then our thoughts, our fears, and our attachments to those events are what cause the suffering. And that's why all teachers, spiritual teachers, teach forgiveness is a very powerful tool. Forgiveness, love, and releasing, letting go. And it is a process. Don Juan would have Carlos in a cave. I've done the practices of what is called recapitulation, where you bring back the energy that was lost or put into, because energy is really never lost, but it's sometimes gets stuck or it's blocked. The flow is blocked by trauma that's happened to us. That's why the QHHT is powerful. It goes into the subconscious. It goes into the body to find those blocks. Also, the recapitulation, it's kind of like auditing in the Scientologist practice. I have a couple friends that are Scientologists, and I've done the auditing. I'll try anything once, And it is a powerful, it's Hubbard trained with Gurdjieff and many awakened masters and put those philosophies together. I'm open to all things, and I'll try anything. No, not anything, but if someone comes to me and it gave them benefit. I've been to many masters and teachers and have read thousands of books, so I create my own philosophy. I teach a Taoist art, and I don't call myself a Taoist. I've trained with many Zen masters, several Roshis and Sensei Ogoi, and I don't call myself Buddhist. It's irrelevant. Names and words just put us in a box. I'm free from all labels. I'm free from all situations. The internal map of reality is fluid. It's open. It's constantly expanding. Consciousness is constantly expanding. So part of this, you want to do your practices, your arts, whatever it is that brings you peace, joy, bliss. But everything else, anything that causes fear, that's the things that I say, don't take it seriously because it is impermanent. One day, that which is causing you the most suffering will dissipate, will disappear. All things that are moving eventually will disappear and return to that still light. So this game goes on and on, this game of duality, this game of separation. And I know at times it's not very fun, or it can really suck. Most starseeds, like ourselves, have gone through very great trauma and torture, so I know what many of you are feeling, what many of you have experienced. People come to me and they tell me everything, I don't judge. I have total strangers come to me and tell me that they'll tell me their story and say, I've never told this to anyone before, because I transmit love and understanding and compassion. But when the time is right, I'll make you laugh till you fall to the floor. I hold back a lot of times on these because a lot of people are very sensitive, and I do my best not to offend. And this channel is for transmitting love and truth and compassion and teaching the way within the I Am presence. So I want to thank everyone for sharing their experiences and what you're feeling in these times. Yesterday, the Schumann resonance did some weird patterns on the charts. People were noticing. There's some very intense energies coming in. There's a very strange weather pattern developing. I think it was the United Nations said this is something that's never been experienced in the recorded history. You have to look that up. I think of Mr. BBB3 or whatever his name is. put out a video yesterday about this anomaly. And I want to thank everyone on the team of the CBD Ecuador team. We have 132 members now, team members. So I'm backed up a few days on emails. I've been inundated. I'm trying to keep up with everything. And I'm placing people in our team's downline. So with 132, I can only put 10 at a time. So it's going to take some time. So please be patient to get to everyone. And you know, people are reaching out, so anyone reaching out, connecting with me, helping them, and then anyone that buys the product, you know, buys the CBD oil, I've been putting them at the head of the line, because any money we're getting from this is going towards the Healing Retreat Center in Ecuador. And then as we're making money, I'll invest back in to drive more traffic, because on my channel, you know, there's something called saturation. We've reached this a little bit of a saturation zone where most people have heard the call, and most people in my audience have already signed up. So more people will join as new people are added. But I've also noticed in the last few days, some of the messages coming through are really striking home and going out throughout the world, and much of this information is being suppressed now by YouTube and Facebook. The numbers are starting to drop. I'm getting more and more views, but the subscription is dropping. So it would be helpful if you could share, leave comments, like that would help get the message out to more people, because now that we're reaching this critical mass, and May is a huge month of energy transmissions, of codes coming in. It's the month of the divine, sacred, goddess, feminine energy. Some people call it the Virgin Mary. You know, the Mother's Day is in this month. I was born on Mother's Day, 5/10, so those energies have always resonated with me. Gaia, I've always had a great love for Gaia and all her children. So thank you all for joining me today. Leave a comment about what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, what you're seeing. Many people are seeing. Yesterday there were some amazing cloud patterns. There was one very strange looking cloud that looked like almost like an umbilical cord or an embryo or something very organic that was coming from the top down to the bottom. It's like a spiral. I didn't have time to stop and take a picture. I was on the road. But these as these energy patterns shift and expand, we're going to see some very interesting things in the sky. All things hidden are being revealed. So keep your eyes to the skies and your feet on the ground. It's like smile, 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 ground, ground, ground. And the thing, being too serious is more of the fire. You know, the joy and the bliss and the laughter is more of the water. So we're balancing the two. So we take our practice serious. You know, the one Zen master, Kongo Roshi, Kongo Roshi. Kongo means diamond in Japanese. And for those that don't know Zen, the meaning, the true meaning, because people use Zen like it's a cool, you know, like cool, man, like you're totally Zen, like you're so relaxed. But Zen means meditation. So we would practice Zazen. Za is sitting, and Zen meditation. Then the Soizen, which is playing the flute. You know, this is the shakuhachi, which I've used to play. I still play once in a while. Soizen is blowing meditation. That they're the ones that would play the flute in a meditative state. The shakuhachi, it's a beautiful instrument. If you've never heard it, you know, do a YouTube search. There's many shakuhachi masters on YouTube. Okay, without further ado, we'll get to the transmission. I'm going to read half of it because I'm out of time here, and then I'll put a link in the description below that you could read the rest of the transmission. But I'll put some energy and frequency transmitting directly from my heart, these words to your heart, dear beings of light. So the event, Pleiadian Operation Star Chakra, by Michael Love, the Pleiadian Light Forces, transmission 4272019. This was from a couple days ago, channeled by Michael Love. And this is the preface. The Earth Alliance has been receiving powerful clear transmissions from 5D star nations for the last 9 months. These galactic transmissions are embedded with encoded light data that has been received by direct etheric link-ups. These messages are then decoded by certain members of the Earth Alliance and then released for broadcast to the Lightworker community of Earth. Begin transmission. Great Ones, approximately 16 Earth weeks ago, the Councils of Light initiated special Pleiadian Operation Andara. About Operation Andara, 5D Pleiadian Special Forces of Light aboard advanced lightcraft in Earth's solar system are deflecting powerful 5D 40 Hz plasma light waves originating from the central sun, the galactic core, off of Earth's sun and then on towards the Earth. The purpose of this special cosmic Pleiadian Earth mission is to assist in the great spiritual evolution of humanity. This massive galactic operation is comprised of several submissions described as follows. Pleiadian Operation Andara Phase 1 included the deployment of Protocol Command PB Stardust, where Pleiadian medical officers and healers use advanced crystal energy technology to access the central nervous system of the Starseed human body to ease physical body discomforts and correct energetic imbalances in the layered body system. The other purpose of this mission phase was to use ancient monatomic crystal technology to emit an intense 5D gamma energy field around planet Earth that worked to clear energetic blockages from the 7 body chakras and to separate all low vibrational energies that are connected to the starseeds of Earth. This extended to physically clearing all types of 3D matrix bondage and life difficulties from the lives of the starseeds stationed here. Phase 2 of Operation Andara was to open a central sun portal that provided the first escape route from the 3D matrix reincarnation trap after 350,000 years of incredible bondage on the Earth. This central sun portal that was opened on 3/21/2019, that was March 21st, 2019, around the equinox, and is still open, resonates at 40 to 100 Hertz, and leads directly to the 5D New Earth. The Earth Alliance has reported recently that both of these 2 phases of Pleiadian Operation Andara were a grand success. Soon after this, after 3/21/2019, Operation Andara Subproject Atlantis was initiated by 5D light forces and involved billions of light beings riding tens of thousands of huge advanced 5D stellar craft that projected beams of high-frequency Andara gamma plasma towards the Earth. This operation's purpose was to solidify the formation of the new Earth, 5D crystalline diamond light grid. This new 5D energetic crystal matrix is being finalized right this moment and will serve as the backbone for the new Earth civilization. Great Ones, the Pleiadians are here. They have been here for a time, and they want you to see the reality of what is happening right before your eyes. They want you to understand and know what you have been waiting for so long is no longer a distant dream, but a reality. Are you a believer yet? You most likely don't need physical proof that something amazing is changing inside of you, and that something grand is transpiring all around the cosmos and on planet Earth. Dear beings of light, Earth is the most precious and magical place in the grand universe. There is nothing like it anywhere else in the vast cosmos. This is why you are here, and also why billions of benevolent light beings are surrounding this planet at this very hour. You know that something incredible is happening behind the scenes, and this planet is about to undergo a major positive transformation that is mind-boggling. The Pleiadians like to place hidden keys and signs that are designed to trigger you and wake you up on your amazing spiritual awakening path. They will place things right in front of your eyes, but just out of the view of the being who cannot see what you see yet. Would you like to see the beginning physical formation of this new Earth 5D grid physically? The new 5D Earth grid is now visible and very clear on the Schumann resonance graph. If you look close enough and zoom in a bit, it looks like a geometric mesh of thin white lines that peak at 40 Hz in frequency. The fifth dimension, New Earth, Heaven, resonates at exactly 40 to 100 Hz and is the gamma state of consciousness. Pretty amazing, yes? We came to bring great hope to you in this great time for your spiritual evolution. Be in great peace and know that angelic forces are monitoring all systems on a planetary scale at this hour, and special Delta security protocols are in place around this entire solar system to make things go as smooth as this majestic ascension event takes place. What we say to you is, well done, good and faithful one. We have overcome the entire world to make it to this stage on your mission to Earth. You are ascending quite rapidly now. It is time now for you to move up the stairway to heaven a bit higher, dear one. Are you ready for the next level? We promise it gets easier and easier as you elevate your being into the lighter realms of consciousness. In this next phase, you will gain more and more control of yourself and the world around you as you progress. What is about to happen to you beginning today, you will now start to be more at peace with yourself, with others, and with the world around you. You now start to be much happier as the 5D gamma consciousness state permeates your being. You now start to feel more perfect, unconditional, divine love for yourself, for others, and for all things. You now start to become more abundant in your life, even to the point of what is called wealthy on planet Earth. You now start to become much more healthy in your layered body system. Disease and illness, pains and discomfort will now start to become a thing of the past. You will, for the first time, not only start to feel totally free from all that has inhibited you on planet Earth and in your personal life, but you will start to operate as a complete sovereign being, reigning over everything, doing no harm to anyone or anything. We are your close family of light, and we know what you desire the most. We are here to ensure that your great reward is given to you. Angelic beings are simply helpers and messengers to humanity. We have heralded great announcements to the beings on Earth for eons, and now we would like to do it again. We speak to you always with language, symbols, and tones of energy that best resonate with you. Greetings, great ones of planet Earth. We are all here with you now. At exactly 11:11 a.m. UTC, on the special Earth Day, the 5D Councils of Light have given a green light to go for the initiation of special Pleiadian Operation Star Chakra. About Operation Star Chakra. Operation Star Chakra is a special 2019 Earth Ascension mission commanded by evolved Pleiadian spiritual ascended masters, designed to completely clear all energetic blockages from the 8th layered body chakra. This very day, light beings began sending Pleiadian and Dara crystal energy into the auric fields of Earth and the human starseed body for the purpose of final 3D energetic residue clearing, which will in turn fully open your 8th chakra. The initial 40 Hz, 1 hour duration Andara plasma beam to start this process was sent by Pleiadian light forces to Earth at 10 p.m. Eastern Time this evening and impacted the ionosphere seconds later. More 40 Hz plasma bursts will begin showing up on the Schumann resonance charts over the coming hours. You see, great ones, even though many of you have just walked through the 5D cosmic doorway, you must understand how the dimensions above 5D are interconnected to other chakras, and in this case how they are operating on the chakras below them. At this moment in Earth's spiritual collective starseed evolution, the 8th chakra is the magic piece of the puzzle. We are here to show present as to the next phase of your spiritual ascension. The 8th chakra is a multidimensional portal in your layered being that is connected intimately to the 5D part of you, and the 8th chakra directly affects your 5D state of being. The 8th chakra is the secret, complementing, cosmic doorway that grants you full access into the 5th dimension. The 8th chakra is the cosmically known as Star Chakra. It is one of the most special, important chakras in your perfected 12D universal divine blueprint. The 8th chakra has been referred to as the seat of the soul, the higher heart, and it has many other names. So I end this transmission from Michael Love and the Pleiadian. You can see the link below this video to read the rest of the transmission, and there will be a link also below this video if our CBD team Ecuador for the CBD oil business resonates with you. There will be a link where you can sign up under one of our members in the description. And one more thing I forgot to mention when I was talking about the concept, of not taking ourselves too seriously and seeing the impermanence of all things and the separation programming, because we are in unity consciousness, but some people still feel separate from the source, or they think they are separate. That's why Barry Long would teach that the only true prayer is to be one with God, and not because you need to reunite with God, but you have to understand, know, feel, and be the presence of God. Know that there is no separation, and to do that, sometimes we need to go within into the kingdom of heaven and experience our oneness with Source, with the divine Father, Mother, God, the prime creator, what we call in Taoism the great mystery, because it is beyond all concepts. So this concept of separation, one more clarification, and then I will end this transmission. The ego can, when it goes beyond the I am presence, or it tries to be more than the I am, or the still white light at the center, when it goes into separation mode, it has two faces. There's two sides to every coin. There's two sides to every ego, or what we call the false self, or the negative self, or what Eckhart Tolle calls the pain body, Barry Long the pygmy. There's many names people call this negative self, false self, and it exposes itself in two ways, or it lives out its falseness either in self-importance or self-pity. People generally think someone has an ego by, they have a big ego, or they feel that they're better than everyone else. But that's one aspect, and the other side of that coin is less than, which is what Don Juan Matu would call, self-pity. Feeling sorry for ourselves or feeling less than other people. Because that's really, self-pity is giving your power away. Self-importance is taking power from others, or feeling more powerful, or ridiculing, or bullying. Those kinds of things are the self-importance. And all things, generally behind all things, are fear. All negative things, all things that take away power or reduce power usually have some kind of fear, and it's usually fear of losing control, because that's most beings, most consciousness' greatest fear, because of those times of losing where we felt out of control or humiliated. Humiliation is a big one coming up for Starseeds right now, because most of us Starseeds that went through great trauma in life have felt massive humiliation. That's why the mind will say, I'd rather be alone than be humiliated, kind of concepts. That's why after great humiliations as a child, I spent many years, by myself and out in nature until I would come and go, that I would train with the Zen masters in my late teens, early 20s, go to the temple, go to monastery, had many great teachers. But sometimes when you go deeper on the spiritual path, you become more sensitive, which happened to me. My nervous system became more sensitive. And I had another lesson, a deep, deep lesson, which took me down other paths. So I spent many years, and there's been several heartbreaks, where the connection and deep attachments to the divine feminine, to some of my twin flames, caused great suffering. So there were times where I'd spend days, weeks out in nature by myself to heal, and then go to the shaman, the healer, the sage, and then other teachers, Qigong teachers, Taoist, Kung Fu teachers. And now I teach a Taoist art that I've studied and practiced for the last 9 years with the Sifu Max, Ching Feng Dao Shi, and I teach his art called Kunlun, Kunlun, which is a water path, a path of healing and a path of liberation. It's a rainbow body path, which I am still walking until the full awakening of the divine light body. And then who knows after that. So the healing happens in the middle Dantian. We heal with the chi in the lower, the physical, as we build chi to help merge all three Dantians. And then upper Dantian is the spirit gate. So we have the body, the mind, the lower Dantian, the body, the middle, the mind, the heart. And then the upper Dantian is the spirit. Shen, that's for the Shen Gong. So the middle Dantian is the 0 point, the still point, or what we would call the neutral, the flat line, the stillness, the silence. And that is the equal. So we transcend all things and we heal from all things by being equal to all things. So there is no greater than and less than in reality, because we are all one, we are all in unity. We are one with Creator. There is no separation. Our highest self right now is sitting as one with Divine Creator, Divine Source, the great mystery. We have this, the only reason people are in the self-importance or self-pity is because we don't remember ourself, our true self that still resides in heaven, that is there, here, now, everywhere now. And as we remember, as the veil of amnesia is lifted, we start looking into the eyes of God, into ourself, and see that there never was separation, that it was a trick, it was a program, it was a lie. But it was part of the story, part of this experiment of separation. And yes, we came into it to experience what it felt like to be separate, our thoughts, what we think, how we feel, how we see in the separate state, the seemingly separation. That's what Walter Russell would call it. Seemingly motion, seemingly separation, seeming. Because it seems to be separate. Sensei Ogoi, one of the Zen Shin Buddhist masters I trained with, would always say, nothing is as it seems, nor is it otherwise. Because we have to end picking and choosing. We have to end greater than, less than in our mind. And feel that oneness in our heart center. Feel that connection to all things. So that we can be a real human being and manifest our dreams. And the hue, the H-U-E, hue, is that creative spark within our center. We are all artists. We are all creative. Some people may have lost their passion, or some may have felt like their spirits were broken. But this is, the ascension is lifting the spirit awakening the spirit, and knowing that you are an infinite multi-dimensional being that is limitless, that is pure awareness. The lies are going away, the deception is being released, so that you can experience that of pure awareness and then transmit that love and pure light out into this realm to help uplift all of humanity and all beings in all realms. And you are on mission, and you will not fail. Love is one. We are just purging and releasing the last of the old false 3D matrix of separation and duality and suffering. So thank you all for your great work, for coming here on mission. You made a great sacrifice coming here. You heard the call of Gaia and of humanity and of all life. And you came here in service, and you're doing an amazing and wonderful job. I congratulate each and every one of you, as all of our gifts are coming online and all of our hard work is coming to fruition. The seeds were planted, the trees are growing and blooming and blossoming. It's like the cherry blossoms in spring opening up, revealing their pure beauty and their pure bliss. So thank each and every one of you from my heart to yours. I love you all. Namaste.